well, just spent the last couple hours installing the factory fog light supporting items on my Sonoma, and I'll have a couple of videos on that. I'll have a long play that is installing everything, excluding the lights. This is going to be just this light video. And then I'll have it broke up into sections, installing the front wiring harness, the BCM, and then the headlight switch. The long play is probably going to come out first, and then I'll separate it into sections. But anyway, this video is just installing these amber fog lights. And I don't know if it says, yeah, I forget the wattage. I think they're like 20 watts. 20 or 25 watts. Let me double check. They're 25 watts. 25 watts a piece, amber. And I'm going to install them in the meantime before I install my extreme body kit, because I don't know when I'm actually going to do it. I'm still missing about 3 pieces. And then I got to do some body work on some of the side moldings, because they're used, because you can't buy them new old stock anymore. So I got to do some body work on those, and then obviously paint all of the body work that goes on it. So yeah, that might be a minute. So in the meantime, I installed the factory fog light harness and BCM and headlight switch. So I'm going to take these, I'm going to put them down here, and I'm just going to bolt them through the plastic part of the bumper and tighten them down, and it shouldn't go anywhere. Plastic part of the bumper is kind of loose, but I mean it's clipped on, so it shouldn't go anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and mock both of these up and drill the holes, and then I'll start doing the wiring. I actually got an adapter harness. I got an adapter harness that adapts the 881 plugs that these original fog lights had into just bare wire. It's actually an extension harness. It's an 881 extension harness, but I'm just going to cut it and use it and splice it into these. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, measure up, figure out where I need to put them in the same spot as close to as I can, mark them, drill them. So I'll get to doing that, and then I'll come back with about where they're going to be mounted, and then get these wires spliced in. Alright, well, I already got the holes drilled on the bumper and pretty close to the same spot. So this is the harness piece that I got, which is just an extension. I depinned it, and I'm just going to chop these off really close. And I already tested them out on both sides, and it's red to red, black to black, so that's pretty easy. So gonna get some of these and put it on there, shrink them together, and continue on. Alright, got the harnesses done, got some loom around it, got the tape around the butt connectors, and I put heat shrink on top of the butt connectors because I don't have a proper crimper to crimp the insulated connectors and not puncture them, so I just put some stuff on, the butt connectors, heat shrink, and then tape on top of that to hold it all together. So, now I just got to mount these down here. I cut the bottom rung off of this air inlet pass-through, whatever you want to call it. And there's a hole right there. Put it on both sides. That gives me enough room to angle it where I need to. And that cut at the bottom gives me enough room to take my wire and bring it up here and connect it to the connector. After I do that, I can put all this stuff back together and be done for the day, or morning, because it's past midnight now. But yeah, it's been a pretty productive day. So I'm going to go and attach these and get on with it. Got the front end all put back together. There's the fog lights. And I have them aimed really low right now. I'm going to have to go through and actually aim them, but that's not happening tonight. Hey, fog lights, woo! That's what I've spent all afternoon doing, is adding the factory fog light switch stuff. But, yeah, there it is right now. Again, I have it aimed really low, really low right now. It's might be where I keep it. Keep the hot spot aimed towards the road in the kind of outside flood area. You know, hopefully so it won't blind other drivers. But yeah, that's those installed. And that's it for this video. Just showing these fog lights installed right after I spent the last couple hours installing the BCM from, I'm pretty sure it was a Blazer that had fog lights, installing the fog light headlight switch, reprogramming the pass lock on the BCM, and then running the full front light harness, which, as you saw, grill out, headlights out, you have to take loose the power steering cooler, you have to take loose the air dam in the middle, you have to take the air box out, you have to remove the washer bottle, you have to, and of course you have to take the fuse box, lift it up, unbolt the harness, and then pull everything through a tiny little hole that barely fits everything. So yeah, at least for now, I might back it up and at least show it outside. And there it is. The camera makes them look a lot brighter than they actually are, meaning the glare. I actually had them, you know, way down low where the spot was only about right here. But I back up, and to be honest, like I said, the camera makes the glare a lot worse than it is. That's not bad at all. I can look at it and, you know, it's not blinding me. Plus, I'm lowered. Trucks and cars and stuff are going to be actually a little higher than I am, and there's no issue. So I've raised them up quite a bit. I'm guessing because it's actually amber and it's not white, that you don't get that obnoxious, just blinding, I can't see, like you do with a bunch of LED lights that people have aimed entirely too high and should not be used while in oncoming traffic. These aren't that bad. So, yeah, that's what it looks like. And for the second time, I'll talk to y'all later.